You see, healing is not only about going no contact and standing up for yourself. Not that you have to go no contact to stand up for yourself. I always stood up for myself. It's one of the main reasons why I was able to heal so fast after only 2 years no contact. And now I have good strong boundaries. I just want to be able to trust myself in knowing when it is the right time to drop my guard fully to the right person who will not knife me in the back and use that information and my vulnerability against me. I already know that I can smell horse shit from a mile away, and I know that people can turn on a dime, but they don't turn. We just evolve. They don't. And thus their true nature comes out. Either they will evolve with you, or you'll still have each other, or you'll still have each other, or they evolve differently, and you'll still have each other at a distance. As a result of heading in different directions. Or they will stay the way they are, and they will hate you because they hate themselves and the miserable lives that they've created for themselves, and they don't even have it in them to make the first step on the journey of self-improvement, which is to take responsibility for their decisions and the fucked up choices they have made and the consequences that come with their decisions. These people are dumb fucks and are little toddlers in adult bodies. So yeah, healing consists on spending your time, energy and attention on people that are worth it and not these bum-ass losers. No, spend your time, energy and attention on people and situations that are worth it. Respect is earned, trust is earned, love is earned. The very first time you turn on me, you'll know about it, you'll hear about it, and you will have lost a lifelong friend, business partner, romantic partner, or whatever. But to all the people who become lifelong friends, business partners, and romantic partners, or whatever, I appreciate and love you all. Healing also incorporates rituals and routine. If you have a lot of enemies and haters, which you will if you're improving, have stopped improving in the past, or are like me, continuously improving, you will have a litany of haters, dozens of haters, hundreds, thousands, and some of them want you dead. So sometimes you have to switch up your schedule. For example, pick 3 or 4 grocery stores near you and switch it up each week. I don't do this anymore because now I have the Christmas club going again. But it's been stuffing me up the past 3 weeks. Been stuffing up, something wrong with the system. So I've been contacting them as to which store you get your groceries from and so forth. And if you go for walks or runs, switch up the directions and switch up the roads and paths you will run at all these times. You might have a favourite 4 or 5 areas you like to go walking and running in, and then each area might have 4 or 5 different directions and paths you can take, because trust me, you will be outnumbered heavily for the first few years, 2 to 4 years. Then after that, you'll still be outnumbered by a lot, but by a lot less. Some of these haters have weapons, so be aware of this and implement these strategies. Thank you, Coach Jesse, for the confirmation of these previous couple of things. Narcissist Chronicles is a great channel. This was written about a year ago. It was written in August 2022, so I'm just reading it now. Narcissist Chronicles is a good channel. Check it out. Also, check out Refuge from Narcissism. It's now called Societal Narcissism, I think. I have nothing but respect for Ollie Matthews and all he does. But there are things where you won't be able to adapt on a dime, and others you shouldn't adapt. Things like if you have a job, you will need to continue to go to work every day. You will have more flexibility if you have your own business or you work from home. But if you have a business meeting or a partnership meeting or something of this nature, then you can't adapt to the fact that these dumbass losers who don't have a life can read your emails and texts if they are that invested and continue to improve their spyware and other things like this. I'll be back. I'm going to check my roast. Hold tight. I've been thinking and contemplating and having a nostalgic night tonight and found myself listening to Britney Spears and going back and forth with the writing. So I'll be back. Alright. I got the roast out of the oven and it's sitting on the cutting board. I'm feeling hungry, so I'm going to end this very shortly. You cannot live in fear. And your true blue haters will find a way to find out where you live. But they won't do anything because of your inherited positive traits. You have people who like you and some that even admire, respect and love you. These idiots hate each other, and they hate each other because they are self-centered and they will attack you in order to get what they want and show no mercy. But they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to get caught. They want it all for themselves and they don't care for each other. Also, they know that there's people who love you and they don't know what will happen to them if they fuck with you. They also don't know how well you can or cannot fight, and they don't know if you're armed or not. Let people know enough to know that you're not the one to fuck with, but also keep all the rest of the information to yourself. Keep those cards up your sleeve. Keep involved in the classes you are involved with, or the group meetups you are involved in. You can't adapt the venue or the time for these things as you do these on the regular, but routine is a part of your healing, and you must not let fear rule your life. You must not let fear stop you from doing what you want to do, achieving the goals that you want to achieve and living the life that you want to live. This is your life and nobody else's. Now go out there and live your life fearlessly with full awareness of the dumbasses out there, whilst you still experience fullness of joy, happiness, peace and abundance in all areas of your life and in the lives of your loved ones. Now get out there and enjoy yourselves. It's time for me to eat my dinner. Have a great day. It's the end of chapter 2. We have 11 chapters, and the next chapter is chapter 3. Is only just over 1 page, 1 1/4. So we get on to it. Chapter 3, left-right politics. Left-right politics, it's all about control. Extreme leftism is communism and Nazism, whilst extreme extreme leftism is communism and Nazism, whilst extreme rightism is fascism. All three of which are disastrous systems that, when implemented, bring ultimate control over the finances and the supply chain of all products to the public and trading abilities on an international scale. It's all about control, and back in the day, people used to be fooled by the left-right charade, the red and blue dramatic saga, or the National and Labour documentary. But people have long since fell out of interest and trust in the current political regime, because they all work together as a team. Behind the scene, it's all a theatrical performance designed to portray the illusion of political power, choice and decision. But they have the final say. They're global multi-millionaires versus your average Joe. I'm certain that the world has always been this way, or at least for a very, very long time. Might is right, and we should never tax the wealthy more than we tax the poor. The poor, again, being taxed 16%, then we shouldn't be making the wealthy pay 33% in tax. Might is right. He who has numbers in the bank and numbers of people on their side are the ones who usually win. Have a look at war. Have a look at who rules the world. In an ideal system, we would be living like how my distant relatives live in the Polynesian Islands, free land. Except the land is not free. You have to fight for it and fight to keep it. The land gets passed down from generation to generation, so whoever is living there at the time, whoever acquired the land through purchase, intermarriage, or through warfare, whoever owns it are the ones who own it and are the ones who pass it down to the next generation. The upsides are you don't